This is the night before I'm leaving. It is 12:30 p.m. or a.m. I guess. I have to wake up in less than 5 hours. I'm intentionally making myself cry. Good night, brother. I love you. That's my brother saying goodbye to me before I leave. I'm intentionally trying not to sleep enough so that tomorrow, about midway through my flight from Chicago to Shanghai, I can fall asleep then, because I'm going to be arriving at 2 o'clock in the afternoon in Shanghai. So, according to my life, I will have only been awake 6 hours is what the clocks will say, but as far as my body's concerned, I will have been awake, I think something like 27 straight hours if I don't sleep while I'm in the plane, so I need to make myself tired as crap. I'm not really nervous. I'm not one of those people who worries about that. I don't care what happens while I'm out there because I don't think anything bad's gonna happen. And I guess since I'm teaching Chinese kids how to speak English and I've never taught English as a second language, I'm a little nervous about that. I don't know that I'm gonna be too great at teaching that. We'll see how that goes down once I try doing that. And fortunately, if we're lucky, since we're going to China, communist country, who doesn't have the same rules of privacy as we have in America, I might be able to actually videotape the classes being taught. It looks like we're going to be co-teaching classes of about 8 children, I think. They're way smaller than they expected them to be because there's a big scare in China about the H1N1 or the swine flu virus. So that's my entry for tonight. I will probably try to greet you in the morning when I wake up, show you how tired I am, and try to get some shots in the airport. I'm not sure how that's going to go, we'll see. Good morning. It's the day I get to go to leave and go to China. I'm pretty excited. It's 5:25. I actually didn't fall asleep until 1:30, so I'm working on about 4 hours of sleep, so I guess that worked out. I'm going to be tired as crap today. I hope my eyes work. Now I'm going to go wake up Carrie, eat breakfast, and leave. Next time I see you, I'll be in the airport or something. Josh Foster reporting from Chicago O'Hare Airport International. We have arrived. We were actually a little bit late because of an hour delay. We've since arrived. We'll be on time because our other flight is departing on time still, which is wonderful. So we should still get there in the exact time that we're supposed to and have plenty of time to work once we get to Shanghai on getting ourselves organized. I hope I can sleep on this flight. We'll see if it works out. I'm going to take some sleeping Tylenol PM a couple hours into the flight. I only slept 4 hours like I already said last night, so we'll see how it works for me. This is Josh Foster. I will see you later. Except it's disappointing because it's never as far as you think. You're like, 3,700 miles. What? This, I believe, is Siberia. Oops, that was zoomed. Let me do that again. China at this point. People land out there. That's landing in Shanghai. Arrival in airport. This is Pudong. You're gonna flip it off, you said, every time, right?
Let's get this on video. Shanghai!
Oh, excellent. Corntastic. At least none of the people here will understand how corny that was. Just to make clear, this is inside Pudong Airport at Shanghai. I have to say, I am dead tired. We have been waiting here for, I think, 2 hours now. I'm going up an escalator. And I wanted to show you some of the architecture of the building because I think it is quite lovely. It's a lot nicer looking than our BWI airport, and it's nicer than Chicago O'Hare, so it's worth seeing. I don't know if my eyes are showing the redness that I'm feeling, but they are hurting like crazy. And here, my friends, is the architecture I wanted you to see. It's funny, we're talking about the teaching setup and then I'm looking at the time and I realize it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon here, which means it's 4 a.m. at home, which means I've been up for 23 straight hours and I only slept 4 hours before I left. I think I told you that already. It's probably getting redundant to you, but I guess tired people do that. We get redundant because we are so incredibly zonked out. I don't know, I feel like I think clearly and then I keep repeating myself, so I must not be thinking as clearly as I think I am. We're talking about the teaching that we're gonna do, and I'm not sure exactly how it's gonna be set up. We're gonna be grouped in pairs. I don't know who I'm gonna work with. I certainly hope that my style meshes with that person, because I know I have a pretty weird style of teaching. Not everybody teaches quite as weirdly as I do. Plus, I always feel weird doing this camera thing and right in front of people who understand me. But since nobody here speaks what I'm speaking, this old English language, I can do it as much as I want and I don't feel weird at all. Plus, don't we always say that the Chinese people always have their cameras and their camcorders? In America, we always say, oh, there's the Chinese people, that's what they always do. And here I am doing it here, so I think it makes sense. I don't think I will make jokes about that anymore. I don't think I really do anyway, most times. One other thing I thought was worth noting is listen. You hear how quiet that is? That's the airport. It's been like that the entire time, no matter where I've been. It's been this quiet hum of activity. It's a little different than when I was at, say, BWI or any airport in America. It's just so loud. It's unbelievably quiet here. I'm not sure if it's the people or if it's just not as crowded as it really is in America usually. I'm not sure. But I think they're just actually quieter people than we are. And I'm about to take a photograph of myself. I just remembered, I forgot to mention earlier I didn't talk on the plane when I was recording those people in the white suits, and I'm not sure how well they showed up because I couldn't zoom in. It wouldn't focus on them because I had too many people hanging in the aisles looking at them, but it was actually a pretty weird experience. I mean, you have these guys and girls coming on the plane in these white masks, white suits, white gloves, and they're shooting this infrared beam at everybody's forehead and it just blinks. And if it beeps, then you have to have your temperature taken orally. And if you have a temperature, they quarantine the plane. And a couple people had to have their temperature taken, but nobody made it so that we had to have the plane quarantine. But it was funny, as the guys are coming in, everybody's snapping pictures, including myself. It was like the paparazzi was just snapping, flashing all over the place, and I actually felt kind of like a creep doing it, but it's the only time in my life I think I'm ever gonna have people in hazmat suits walking on a plane pointing a red infrared beam at everybody. Look like a little speed gun or something. I hope it shows up on the film. That's why I was filming.